Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
We are live and Saturday night.
We are live and in chai.
Live. That's us. We're live. Welcome to the live show, the only show that's live.
So here's the thing.
Tell me.
Do you know
The Muffin Man?
Do you know who we are? If you're listening to this show, okay, if you're listening to this episode, you must be confused. You must be confused because there are two possibilities. Okay,
Yes.
either you've listened to our show before, and you're confused as to why it's been so long since we haven't had an episode.
That's correct.
Or you've never heard the show before, and you're confused as to why we said it's live.
That's very true.
Because
I'm also confused.
Because we're obviously not live.
And I work on the show.
Exactly. I mean, we are both confused outside. I mean, just sort of like unrelated to the show. We are also both confused, but
Yes.
That's sort of beside the point.
Yes.
So, to our, hordes of adoring fans, what do you want to say to them?
You're all whores.
Wait, whores or horse?
Oh, horse or hordes?
Hordes of adoring fans.
Oh, they just said whores. You're calling them sluts.
No.
Because they are.
They are prostitutes, but I would never call them sluts.
I will.
All right, well, that makes two of us. Anyway, so what do you want to say to our adoring fans who have been waiting for, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 20 months?
At least.
I'm just kidding. It's been what, 7, 8?
I think 6 months.
6?
Right?
I don't know.
Because December.
Well, that's 8 months now. It's August. Am I crazy?
Oh, don't say that.
Isn't that
no,
crazy?
I thought it was.
We're so old. Oh my gosh.
No, I thought it was still May.
But yeah, so it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
It has been a while, which is why I wanted to say, let's clear the air a little bit here. To the Coolio Moolio Nation.
Yes.
We have to say sorry.
Yes.
We have to say namaste.
Yes.
And what else do we have to say?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Yeah, so we say sorry. We say namaste, and we say
Arigato.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? And we say arigato.
So, damn, it doesn't feel like 8 months.
I know, right?
That does not feel like 8. That's insane.
But it has been 8 months since our last episode, and so, I mean, if you're listening to the episode, you guys deserve an explanation. Unfortunately, we cannot give you one, so let's start the show. Here we go. Yeah, Question the first.
From Kryber Johnson. Not Kryber. Schmiggles. Schmiggles?
No, I don't remember his last name. Kryber, I don't know. But anyway, we'll give you an explanation. Yeah. Let's explain. How should we explain this?
Well, okay,
so first?
Let me first. It was my fault. What happened was I went into the Shanghai woods, of course, of Shanghai, and I got lost. Like I usually do. But this time I forgot my flare gun, so I was there for about 8 months.
The exact amount of time
they just found me. I mean, was an hour ago.
And you still have the flare gun.
Yeah,
that's my fault. It's funny because you did have it, but you just you forgot to use it.
I thought it was a water container.
Yeah. And
Hear me out.
You did. We did see that you tried to drink from it.
I was drinking from it, but then you
fired a flare into your mouth,
and that's how they found me.
Yeah.
So it took me 8 months to drink water.
Yeah. So what happened? So let me get this straight, right? You have the flare gun.
Yeah.
You are in the forest. Mm-hmm. You usually would fire the flare gun when you get lost.
Yeah.
But this time you don't for some reason.
I got scared.
You wait 8 months. You're scared for 8 months. Yes. You don't fire the flare gun.
Yeah.
And then after 8 months, you get thirsty enough to think that the flare gun has water in it and that pulling the trigger releases the water.
Yeah.
And so you do that into your mouth. And then the flare gun alerts, once you find your mouth, you glow bright enough for the authorities to see you.
Yes. You're saying this like this is weird. This is quite normal.
I mean, yeah, it's I
think you're judging me.
I've never said I was judging you. I would say I wouldn't have taken 8 months.
Let it be known that Thaddeus is there with me.
Yeah, and that's why I said I wouldn't have taken 8 months. I would have taken 9.
No,
I could have held out for another month without using that flare gun for water. That made so little sense.
That sentence.
But anyway, what was really
so the full story. This is my part of it because I think it was mostly my fault. I'm 100% sure it's my fault. Well, but I mean, it was just schedules are tough.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't want to make it seem like, you know, I'm the one who completely lost it all. But a big portion was my change of schedule really hurt everyone. It was December, and I was trying to get out of my current job. I was working at the student union at the university that I was going to, and I was looking for a different job, and I got one with this voter registration company. So I was interning there, and I was promised like a full-time job with them once I graduate. So I was working there and also working as a manager at the job. So if I was not at that work, I was
two jobs.
I was doing, and then on the side for my weekends, I was doing a painter. It was me basically just trying to save up money because I knew I was going to move to Denver, and the company said they would kind of compensate me, but not fully. So I was like, okay, well, I do want to move. And so I was just saving up money and working hard, and it was just scheduling. That was honestly my worst year. You guys remember Victor if you were a long time fan.
You guys remember Vic.
I remember him telling him about his semester prior to mine of how awful it was, and I was like, I can't imagine doing that. And then ironically, I went in and I was doing the exact, you know, like time of like I was at school from 10 to 10, and then my weekends, my days off were me at work. So I didn't really have any time off, and then also, you know, with my personal family life, I have to be home at a certain time because I watch my grandmother. So of course, when nights would come, you know, if I couldn't find anybody to watch her, I would. It was like taking care of a baby. No offense, love you, grandma. But I have to come home before sundown because she starts getting paranoid and like she'll call me constantly. So, you know, it was all of that combined was just a awful mess. And then I graduate, and of course, me and Thaddeus still kept in touch. It's just we couldn't find a day to sit down and record.
Well, we were in the woods together, but we had no audio equipment. That was the problem.
I mean, we had a flare gun.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't record with flare guns.
The flare gun did come with, you know, GarageBand. It did have audio.
No, it did. It did
have the software.
It was actually really
It did have
really
the software,
nice
but we didn't have the hardware. We had no mic. That was really the problem.
Yeah. Well, actually, we did have...
Sorry. Yeah.
It came with a mic.
Sorry, I forgot. It came with the mic, but we didn't have the right cable.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we did have a cable.
Sorry, we did. I keep misspeaking, guys. We did. I cannot stress enough. We did have all the stuff.
Yeah.
We had the cable. What we didn't have was food.
Yes, that is.
So we were too hungry to record the podcast. We had everything ready.
Yeah. We were just hungry.
But it was like, we were just like, you want to record the podcast? No, I'm really hungry.
There's not really much fast food joints in the jungle.
No, not really.
I don't think there's any.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
I think
I'm like thinking really hard. I couldn't think of
anything. Yeah,
that's so crazy.
No, yeah,
because like fast food is everywhere. You know,
yeah,
it's like hello, an obesity epidemic in the U.S. It's like, really, you're not gonna have a freaking Mickey D's in the Amazon?
There was a Carl's Jr., but we didn't want to eat.
Yeah, it's like you can do better than that, right?
Come on, yeah.
I was like, we're hungry, but we're not that hungry.
Yeah, you know.
So anyway,
we're brought to you by Carl's Jr.
So anyway, I guess I don't really. Yeah, I mean that's really the story. It just didn't. It didn't really work out.
Yeah, scheduling was just tough.
And like it's not. It's not like this is our job. It's not like I was like, no, we got to record at all costs. If you guys have been following the show, even if you haven't been following the show, you can tell this is literally, like, for fun.
I was like, where's he going?
I tried to build that up a little bit. But it's just for fun. It's just something we do sometimes, occasionally.
Yeah. And the thing was, it sucked because I remember we were really trying to set it up. And mostly, I mean, Thaddeus, you were really striving. And I felt so selfish, but I was like, I really just got to get this stuff done.
It happens. It happens.
And it was also my last year, so I was like, I just want to knock it out. And I did. And I think, what's crazy about it is that like months into like this new schedule I was trying to adapt to, you just completely forget about all your other stuff. I wasn't making any music. I wasn't working, with Thaddeus. I wasn't even doing like all the other stuff that I did when I had more time. I wasn't doing it, and you really take it for granted, but you also forget about it when you're not doing it. And thankfully I did start doing music again, but that's so easy to do just solo. You know what I mean? Like when I make music with my cousin, it's a lot of just like he'll text me, hey, what do you think we should do with this? And we'll send me something, or I'll send him something. With Thaddeus, we need to be in the same room together. It's not the same if we're like over Skype.
It's not, and plus, like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how.
I'm gonna be real with you.
The thing is, there are actually a lot of podcasts that are done that way, that are done remotely, but I have no idea how you do that.
Yeah.
It seems like you inevitably have like some timing issue or something, but
that's what I was thinking.
People do it. I don't know how though.
I couldn't tell you, but so I went to Denver and I was supposed to live there, but then the job I was working for kind of kind
of
of
fell through.
Yeah, they were kind of lying about some payment stuff, and
Sketchy.
So when I started getting like around my rent time, I was like, I can't afford it, and so I just gave them my 2 weeks and dipped, but I didn't really work out the full 2 weeks. So I came back to Tucson, and I've been kind of like flying under the radar because like I was kind of like embarrassed, like I worked so hard with this job, and then I get to Denver, and like that should be the hardest part, yet I'm already back. So I was a little sad, and thankfully I'm getting back on my feet now. But ironically, you know, Thaddeus, and I think you can take it from here.
I'll take it from here. Here's the thing, guys. If you remember back in, I don't even know, November maybe, around November, something like that. Oh no, wait. Maybe later than that. I don't remember. But at some point, I think I mentioned that I'd be going to PT school, right? I did mention that at some point.
Yeah, you brought it up.
I'm going to physical therapy school in wouldn't you know, Denver, El Colorado.
As the kids say.
Yeah, and so it's kind of funny because you were gonna go for a job. And I was going to go for school, but you were going to go just for the summer, and I wasn't going to get there till like almost the fall, right?
Yeah, and they also kept changing it too. Like I was going to be there till October at one point. They just kept
which would have meant that we would have overlapped.
Yeah,
but then the whole thing happened, and you couldn't. It
was so sad because it was like that was like the glimmer of hope. I was like, well, if I can stick it through, I'll see Thaddeus.
Yeah, we could record.
But yeah, like it's just crazy that you're going to Denver.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Yeah, so I'm going. And I guess this is a good time to, I don't know, it's a good time to say it, I guess. This is, wow, I can't believe it. It's kind of sad, isn't it? This is going to be the last episode before I leave.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if, I don't know if do you think we'll ever record any more episodes?
That's actually one of the questions.
Ooh, that's one of the questions that who's going to, about recording more episodes?
You'll see it, but.
Okay, all right. All right.
But yeah, like I don't know. I was thinking about this too, and I took it as like I don't think it's the.
What
if I kept talking throughout the whole podcast?
I thought you were going to.
Right.
Sorry. Continue. What are you?
But I think like of course there's gonna be hiatus. I think that's inevitable unless we do it over Skype. But but I think also that would be hard as well because you're gonna be doing school and I'm gonna be working.
Of course.
I mean, as it is now, I have like 2 jobs again, but. Yeah. So as it is, like my schedule's kind of everywhere too, and I'm sure once you get your schedule, even when you like adapt to it and you have it down, it's still gonna be like, oh, I'm free Friday, but I'm like, oh, that's when I work. So like, you know what I mean? We'll see. But as it looks now, me and Thaddeus are kind of, I'm at the port and he's on a boat and he's slowly drifting away, waving to me, going to the sunset. So that's how I'm kind of looking at it right now. I think eventually we will come back to the podcast, especially when we have more time or when we're in like a good enough area where we can work together. But I mean, like as of our friendship, we're still like Thaddeus is gonna be there till I'm like 50 years old.
Actually, I want to talk about that on the podcast
damn
live.
It.
I have to.
Are you leaving me?
I have to cancel my membership to the friendship.
Oh, I just bought the onesie that matched you and I.
Now that I'm going to Denver and I have to pay for school, I don't have the money. I can't pay the membership fee anymore.
I'm not offended. I'm just hurt.
I'm not offended, but I'm really upset.
I'm just
and
really
disappointed.
pissed.
And pissed, incensed. I'm infuriated.
There's an incense.
Filled with rage.
I'm filled with sense.
I'm filled with incest.
Look at my eyes.
Anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, me and Thaddeus we'll always stay in touch. We're friends IRL, but yeah, as for the podcast, it's up in the air. But
we'll see what happens.
We're basically saying like, don't hold your breath on it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want people to. I know there's someone sitting here right now, Tatiana, with a shirt that says Coolio Moolio #1 fan, and she has 2 little streamers, and she's just going crazy right now.
And then she hears a knock on her door, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not expecting anyone or any packages. Like, who could this be?"
It's late.
And it's like 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
right? And so she hears this bang on her door. Like it sounds like this, right?
Yeah.
Like very aggressive, very loud,
threatening.
Yeah, threatening even. And so she goes and like cautiously cracks the door and looks out, and it's Kreiber.
Yeah.
He's also wearing a Coolio Moolio number one fan shirt. And
two streamers.
He's got two. Yeah. He has 3 streamers.
Oh, he would.
And he would.
That's a Kreiber.
He doesn't look offended, but he looks really upset, disappointed, and pissed. And so he is like super angry and busts down her door, and they have a fight to the death about who's the number one fan. Yeah. That's how I see it.
And then while they're fighting, a third, you see his silhouette and thunder.
Oh, it's like a new challenger.
Yeah, a new challenger. And he goes,
and there's like a question mark next to him.
Who is it? You know, and slowly, as the dust settles, you know, the fog blows away. It's 2 people.
Whoa,
Victor.
Oh wow.
And who's the other person we had on our show? I don't want to say.
We had a lot of people.
What's the fake name we gave?
Oh, Crosby.
It's Kreiber, Crosby, Victor, Tati.
Yeah, what's really funny is that unless you've been listening to pretty much every episode, you don't get any.
Yeah. This is some deep cuts.
You really don't know.
I feel proud to say though, even though that we don't have tremendous amounts of views, we have something that like I think a lot of things lack, and it's like substance. And we have like we can reference Kreiber. We can reference that, you know.
What I think is fun is that we have lore.
Yes.
We created a little universe where all these characters live.
And that's the stuff you don't take, take in like when you create something.
Exactly. And you know what? You can't take it for granted. And so I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, F you.
Yeah. F you guys.
No.
You made it awful.
Real. If anyone
hold me back.
If anyone is listening to this, I actually don't know if anyone's going to listen to this. I mean, we'll see, I guess. But
I think Toddy had her notifications on. Well, and then of course we told Kreiber.
Yeah, exactly. So if anyone is listening to this, thanks for your support.
Yeah.
It does mean something. I'm not going to say a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it means a lot that anyone would listen
to this. Yeah. You gave us.
It's so funny. It's like we have, this is literally something we do literally. Yeah. For fun.
Yeah, we gain nothing from this other than like the friendship and fun times.
And we have no reason to do. We have no reason to do this. We don't make any money.
No,
we're not professionals in any way.
No,
right? We're just,
and we don't even have a rabid fan base that's gonna check us and say like, "Where are you?"
It's mostly for the lulz, I think.
Yeah,
like LULZ.
And also like it's it's funny. We said this behind the scenes, but I had a friend. He was a coworker, and he kind of like ragged on us because he saw the production quality of our stuff.
What a jerk.
Yeah, he was an asshole. But we garnered some good.
He's
okay.
We're actually mutual now. Better now, right?
Yeah, he's gotten better. He would say kind of rude stuff, but he's actually like a decently nice friend now. But I remember when he said that, I told Thaddeus, and that kind of hurt me a bit. I remember being like, man, F this guy. But I was like, you know what? We put 58 episodes.
I don't know, something like that. We have over 50 episodes.
I think it's like 58 episodes. That's an hour each, right? So 58 hours for live. And then editing.
More than that.
We put so much, effort and time, and we did what most people could. And I always look at it like there's people out there when they're like, I want to make music, but I'm scared. Like, why? And I realized that a lot of people have that. It's not just one or two, people. It's probably 8 out of 10 people want to do something, but that fear of starting it is tremendous to them.
Which is why it's so dumb when someone talks crap about an amateur attempt at something, because it's like, so when you get down to it, here's what you're making fun of. You're making fun of someone who wants to do something creative and subjective.
Yeah.
With what they have, right? So they're trying to do the best they can with what they have. Mm-hmm. Something that they enjoy or that they want to do as a career, etc. Whatever, et cetera. And something that you probably haven't done, right? Because if you had done it, you wouldn't be making fun of them.
Yep.
So something that you haven't done personally, and you're gonna make fun of them for that, right? Yeah. You're making fun of them for trying at something that they want to do, that they're passionate about, that they can only get so far in right now because of probably monetary restrictions and experience restrictions. So it's why would you do that? Like, what kind of person are you to make fun of someone for doing that? You know, it's like, do you have this is what I don't understand, or what's really frustrating, or sort of like, I guess frustrating about like haters, right? Yeah. It's like, he was a hater, right? It's like, he was at least. It's like, the only people that hate like that are people that have nothing better going on, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like where the trolls come in, because it's like they're really wasting your time out of the day to like belittle someone. But like that's what like we take that with stride, is that we did created like, if we had a season, seasons of a show, like we probably would have been our second season.
Well, what's funny is that I was gonna wait to tell you this until after the episode, but it's really funny that you mentioned that, because I want to call this episode season finale. Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, I want to call this episode. This episode will be called season finale.
Yeah. I can totally see that. And I think that we did that. That's so cool to say you did that, and like our voices, our work, our
in
comedy
the ether
will forever be immortalized.
Yeah, I guess so.
And so, I mean, like that's something I take with pride. Even with my music, I love making music, and even though I don't think by any means I'm, anywhere close to like someone who can call themselves a musician, I still think that oh man, I put stuff out there and I did it.
Yeah, you did it.
And I'm proud to, like, I look back at this and then that and the music and everything, I go like, yeah, that's me.
Very few people can say I did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? When it comes to something, a personal creative project, or pursuit, it's like, very few people can say that they put something out there. Yeah. That literally say I did it. Yeah. Yeah, but we did this. We did it.
And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of every episode. There was not one. I mean, there was probably an episode where I was like, man, like, I was not on it. Or, I'm sure.
Looking at you, Adrian. No, I'm just kidding. I don't. Do you think Adrian listens?
Oh, I don't know, actually. Those are my favorite episodes. Yeah? His episodes were fantastic.
Oh, so what are you trying to say, huh? You don't like the episode? You didn't like any of the other kids? You don't like Victor or Jacob?
I think Jacob and Victor, you're probably going to disagree with me. But I think Victor and Jacob go, like, hand to hand.
And Adrian is your favorite.
Adrian's my favorite, and then my least is Chance and
Aiden. Oh, well, what's funny is that Chance, they're not going to listen to this.
Yeah, no, that's all I can say.
I don't think so. I don't think Victor or Jacob will either. No. It's funny because the only people
Chance is sitting here.
The only people that will listen to this have not been on the show.
And that's we should have. I think season. Oh my god, amazing that season 2 intro would be if like we have Toddy and all them like.
Yeah, and like, and that's what I was telling you. And Kreiber, you're probably listening, I hope. But there was that one time that he was in town. Remember? Yeah. Not Crosby, Kreiber. You never met Kreiber before. Yeah. And I was telling you to come out and maybe we could record an episode with him.
What was it working? What was it?
You had been doing something with your family or something, or maybe it was work. You were coming from something, and it was like later at night, maybe like 9 or 10. Oh, yeah. And then you said you were gonna come, and then you. And I understand because stuff happens. But you texted me and you were like you said you were like really tired or something. Like you didn't think you could stay.
Oh, you know what? I think I remember that. I think it was just me. Just being like I was just exhausted, which I feel terrible. I felt terrible. That could have been the chance.
It's okay because we just hopefully at some point we'll have Kreiber on the show. Yeah, that's true. Can you imagine? You imagine all the hype of everyone that has listened.
I've never heard his voice.
2 or 3 people. And then if Kreiber comes on the show, it's like, wow, this is a real person. And his name's not actually Kreiber.
Should we tell him the name?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Since it's our
we'll leave it up to him if he's ever on the show.
That's true.
If we ever have a...
God, what if he doesn't... What if he's a mute and you've been lying to me this whole time? Like, that's why he's so great at, like, texting and stuff. And he's always sending us emails. Yeah,
he's always very quick on it. Yeah, it is because he can't physically speak.
Yeah, what if we got... Like, this is Kreiber, and he's just like...
I'm like, sorry, what are you saying? And then he's like, sorry, lost my voice. I was kind of sick earlier.
I imagine like a James Earl Jones. I apologize.
Or maybe like a super like a movie announcer voice. It's like, sorry. Here, this is my real voice.
It's a gift and a curse.
It's a gift, but it's also a curse.
Imagine when we're doing it with our wife.
This summer. It's like, so what are you doing this summer? Oh, this summer.
Oh, man. But yeah, so I guess that's a good synopsis.
So yeah, that was a pretty thorough explanation of what's been going on, what's going to happen, what we're doing, why it's been so long, what's going to happen with the podcast. So, we hope you've had a good, Wow, 25 minutes
of intro.
Yeah, 25 minutes of introduction so far.
And you know what's funny? For those who are new, probably are like, "What is this? What is?"
Oh
this
yeah,
show?
you probably have no idea who we are or like what. It's funny, we don't know. They don't have no idea who we are.
Yeah.
In the very unlikely event that this is someone's first time listening.
It could happen.
And the thing is, if it is a first time listening, they probably exited. Probably left.
That's true.
They probably stopped listening about
like,
5 minutes in.
I don't know these people.
It's like, because we haven't introduced ourselves or the podcast.
Yeah. Well,
so,
if you're still here, what we do...
And it is your first time.
What we do... Well, let's say the introduction. Okay. My name is Coolio, a.k.a. Nicholas Rivas.
And I'm Thaddeus, a.k.a. John.
That's where the Coolio Moolio John name comes from.
Yeah, so this is Coolio Moolio, the Would You Rather podcast. We answer Would You Rather questions on this podcast.
That's
okay,
true. I was
so
there.
Our vision for the podcast, just so you know, if it's your first time listening, is that we have people sending questions. We answer them, right? And then, maybe we have sort of a dialogue with our listeners. It's like, oh, we said this because, and we. The important thing about Would You Rather questions is you have to reason through them.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's a very, it's funny because it seems so dumb. A lot of people, almost, it's like a game. So it's like a dumb little game that kids play, Mm-hmm. But actually, it can be a very good exercise for reasoning and backing up a claim that you have.
If it's with the right people.
Exactly.
Because I've asked people, and that's actually how me and Thaddeus met. We were at our job we used to work with, and we would just ask each other questions when we had a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
And I remember there were people, not even just at the job, but just in general, when I would say, would you rather? And it'd be like, do you like purple or this? And they'd be like, I like purple. Why? Oh. Like, it was very just like, or they would give a half-ass answer, and it's like, no, you gotta dive in. You gotta get the philosophical reasons why.
Yeah, it's just like, you gotta, I don't know. It's a nice little exercise because it makes you consider why you made a choice. Yeah. Right. And we go through exactly why you chose it. Yeah. If your opinion can be swayed, right, and like how, sort of like how that all fits together in what kind of decision you make, because it's in very simple things, right? Yeah. And very simple things like I don't know. Do you like the classic one I used to say is like, okay, which combination do you prefer, like bacon and pancakes or sausage and waffles or something like that, right? And it's like it's kind of a dumb question, like on the surface. But it gets far. But the thing is, like, it makes people think about why they think what they think. Mm-hmm. Like, why do you think what you think? Yeah. And also what's nice about it is it can spark a lot of different conversations where it's like, oh, like, maybe I asked a question like that, right, about food or something, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, oh, this person has this great memory about, like, one time I went to this, like, really good breakfast spot. Yeah. Amazing waffles or something. And I was like, oh, okay, like, cool. You can just spark a lot of conversation with that.
Yep. I think it's a good conversation starter. It's a good way to find out about people. And I think I know, even though I've met Thaddeus only, 2-3 years ago? Yeah. I feel like I've known you pretty well. And this, I mean, of course, the podcast helped us because we saw each other, like, weekly. Uh-huh. But, but I think also, like, I know him, like, I'm like, Thaddeus wouldn't like that. And I would hope the same, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But actually, a good transition is, so one of the questions, I wrote a few, and then we actually have some from Kreiber, who sent them in. Kreiber.
Okay, anyway.
But, yeah, he sent them in, and at CoolioMoolio@gmail.com.
Oh, no. So, if you have questions of your own...
Yeah, if you have questions of your own...
We won't be able to answer them for a long time, but if you want to send them to CoolioMoolioShow@gmail.com.
Send it away. But actually, so he did send us some questions, and we have them up right here. But a good transition to our first question, if you're willing to slide
I'm
up
willing
in the DMs.
And able, actually.
Would you rather eat pancakes and sausage?
Oh, you have it on here.
Or would you rather eat waffles? Wait, it's sausage and waffles. Sorry, I just read the first one. Would you rather eat sausage and waffles or bacon and pancakes? Which one do you prefer? Which one tickles your fancy?
Are we actually going to answer this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's so funny.
This is one of the first questions.
That's the exact one that I had. So here's also what's interesting about this question, and questions like it, seemingly very simple questions. Yeah. it makes you consider all the experiences that you've had with both.
Yes.
Right? Because inevitably with this question, you start asking like, okay, like my first response, even as the person that came up with the question, is like, well, are you saying like my ideal sausage and my ideal waffle and the same for bacon pancake? Or are you saying based on the average of what I've had thus far in my life? Yeah. You know, because I've had some pretty bad things.
Definitely.
All of those. I've had pretty bad sausage waffles.
But you know what? I never really had a bad waffle. Even Lego.
Well, so what? And well, here's the other thing too. You also could ask, okay, is this comparing the best that I've ever had of each?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So what is it? What are we going on here?
I think
for our purposes today.
It's for our purposes today. I'm trying to remember what we did before because I'm trying to see if we changed.
Well, the thing is, we've probably done all of those combinations.
Yeah, I would say then let's dive into it. Let's say you're average. You know,
based on the average of what I've had.
Yeah. And even then, I feel like sausage and waffles. That was my answer from the get-go, from when we first met to the first episode.
From the get-go?
Yeah, from Geico.
The Geico.
Yeah. Save 15% on your car insurance by switching to Geico 15 times.
You heard it here first, folks.
But I've always, because I like pancakes and I like bacon, but they're not like the top pick for me. You know, they're not slamming
the top dog.
They're not the top dog. Every time I go to a joint, I always get the waffles because every time I get bacon or pancakes, it's okay.
So you're saying that you would probably choose sausage and waffles every time over the bacon and pancakes. Yes.
Now, hear me out. I'm not a big sausage guy. I think a lot of times
that's what he said.
That is true. I think a lot of people make sausages and they're kind of terrible with it. If this was my ideal world, I would do waffles and patties.
Now,
you know how they do
sausage patties.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's one of the operative questions about this one. And this is something I would always ask, because here's the thing: if someone ever said sausage and waffles, immediately my follow up is, were you thinking sausage patties or sausage links?
Because the sausage links, I'm not a big fan of.
I'm not a big fan of either. But I think we are in the minority.
Yeah. I think everyone said otherwise.
Yeah, most people said links. I think us two and maybe one or two other people said patties. Yeah. But the vast majority of people that answer this question that pick sausage, they say sausage links.
Yeah. No, yeah. I and then if you were to switch it to the best, now this is where I think I would differ now, because I think over the years thinking about this question, because it haunts me at night.
I stay up. I don't sleep.
I have shivers.
This question, yeah.
I'm sweating, but pancakes.
Pop the question. I'm sweating.
Woo! Bacon and pancakes, when done really, really right, are amazing. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever seen like Gordon Ramsay like pancakes.
Are you saying so? You're saying is this based on the best that you've ever had, or is this based on the best that you think it could be?
I think it could be, because what I had. Don't get me wrong, I have amazing pancakes. But I think most of us have been to Denny's or IHOP, and that's like where we usually get our pancakes, or we usually have the home ones. But Alyssa's made pancakes before.
So you're saying the upper limit for taste is for bacon pancakes is higher than for sausage and waffles.
Yeah,
you're saying that bacon and pancakes has a higher potential for greatness than
yes
sausage
and no,
waffles.
Because I think it's also the same for waffles and sausage. There's no,
So why do you pick bacon and pancakes if it's the best possible?
Because pancakes, when I've had them at their best, they've always treated me right. When I've had waffles,
but this is based on the theoretical best.
Yeah, and that's
so how can you say that?
It's logically there's no reason. It's just what I feel.
Okay.
Like I'm thinking of like
some gut reaction.
Yeah, some like when I just look at a sexy pancake, I'm like, damn. And if I look at a sexy waffle, I'm like, you look good, girl. But that pancake is getting me.
But the pancake
dough. And I love my waffles. I love the crunchy. I love that. Even like the basic Lego Eggo waffles, I will still eat that any day over a pancake. But if it's the best pancake in the world, I'm going to go to the best pancake. And there's no rhyme or reason on that, baby. That's just who I is.
That's just who I is,
baby.
Yeah,
no, but that's because I what's really swaying me is that I've had an Alyssa pancake. Alyssa's my girlfriend. And her pancakes were amazing.
The real question is, why haven't I had one of these pancakes?
They're for a selective, only 3 people in the world has ever had it. Me, her mama, Donald Trump.
But I'll tell you about that story. No, she's never had her.
She's allergic.
Wow.
Yeah, to pancakes.
What a plot twist.
Yeah, why do you think every time I feed her pancakes, I have to call you for an EpiPen?
Well, I never figured that out until
right? Yeah.
Wow, and it's funny is I would never bring it.
No, he doesn't.
I bring a flare gun.
He always does, and he just drinks out of it.
Let's see.
So what's your forte?
So for me, honestly,
what's your fortnight?
Honestly,
tell me.
I used to say sausage and waffles.
Tell me.
And I
What did you mean?
I like. Here's the thing for me, okay?
Tell me.
I think the average waffle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends on what you mean by average. I would say like.
Well, just in your life, when you've had an okay waffle, I still would prefer that over the pancake.
Like. It's kind of tough. You know, like those like waffle makers that you have in hotels.
Yeah. I don't mind those. I love those.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Those are unexpectedly good.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having one of those Belgian waffles. Okay. Of course, like you got maple syrup and butter, real maple syrup. None of this freaking Aunt Jemima stuff.
No, that's fake.
Okay, none of this log cabin. I'm talking
That's
real
weak.
Vermont or Canadian
You
grade
got it
A,
straight from the maple.
grade AAA battery, dark amber maple syrup.
I have a tree outside my house.
Yes,
and I just milk it.
it's not maple, but you still try to milk it. But real maple syrup, and then like. I don't know, maybe whipped cream or berries, you know, something. Blueberries would be great.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, I think that'd be good. Or strawberries, something on your waffle.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. Yeah, whipped cream. I could really get on board with that. Definitely could get on board with that.
Mm-hmm.
What's also nice about waffles is that you can sort of use them savory as well.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to, you can say the same thing about pancakes. Yes. No, you know what? No, I can't say that because you can also say that about pancakes.
No, but the thing is,
here's the thing.
I always associate pancakes with straight sweet. I know I shouldn't, but like every time I look at a Denny's menu, it's very like there's chocolate, there's peanut butter, there's strawberries, whipped cream, and all that stuff is on the side. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Let me say this. There's a reason that Taco Bell's breakfast tacos are made with waffles as the tortilla
exactamundo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Don't at me.
Don't.
So.
But at me, please.
So I would say.
It's funny.
I also haven't had a waffle in a long time.
Really?
I haven't.
When I went to Denver, I stopped at a place kind of outside of Denver. It's still in Colorado. It was like the first town you get into Colorado. Okay. And there was a waffle maker at this hotel that we stayed at, or this motel. It was in between a hotel,
motel, holiday Inn.
It was a holiday. No, but it's what they. I don't know what they call it. It's between a motel and a hotel. I forgot what it's called.
A Travelodge.
It's. I don't know what it was, but there was a waffle maker and a cute dog. I don't think so. I thought it was like a loft or something. Someone said something.
I have no idea.
Is it a lodge? I don't know. That being said, I went in. You know, we got there probably like at 1 in the morning. And we woke up around 7 to get back to driving, and there was a beautiful dog, just at the desk attendant. It was so cute. Oh my god! And then there was a waffle maker. So I went to the dog first, of course, petted him, then went to the waffle maker and made some waffles. And I'm not really that much of a chef, you know. I'm like a boy or D, but that's it.
Okay.
I made waffles, and I was just like eating them, and just god damn, they were so good. And then Alyssa made some, and Alyssa got that love, and she can't taste it.
Got that love, yeah, because she's allergic.
She's allergic, but I ate it, and it was amazing.
No wait, but I thought she was allergic to pancakes.
No, waffles too.
Waffles too?
Yeah, she can't eat anything.
What a sad existence.
Yeah, she can have water.
Only from a flare gun. Though.
Yeah, only.
Wow.
Yeah, how'd you know?
It's just a hunch.
But yeah, I love me some waffle, and it's funny that we've answered this question multiple times,
but it's sort of
IRL.
This is hard for me. This is kind of hard for me because I think ideally, I actually might go with sausage and pancakes if that were an option.
Yeah,
and I used to not believe that.
You were always a waffle man.
Yeah, but I think at this point, based on the averages of what I've had, I actually would say bacon and no wait. I probably would say bacon and pancakes. You know why?
Still.
Based on averages, though.
Yeah.
Averages, I would say bacon and pancakes. Because most places, when they serve sausage, it is sausage links.
That's a very good
most
point.
of the time that I've had sausage out in the world, it's been links, not patties.
That's a very... Yeah, no, I'm going to switch mine then.
And the other thing is that I haven't had very many waffles recently, so I would really need a refresher.
Yeah. I think I would switch mine then too, because you're right. I don't want to do. I never eat my sausage things.
But if it were the best possible, theoretical best, I'd probably go back to sausage and waffles.
I'm sticking to my pancake. That's funny. I changed both of my answers because I didn't. Yeah. I would stick to pancakes though in both realms.
Really?
Yeah.
So, you would say bacon pancakes for both now?
Yeah.
You're a turncoat.
Yeah.
You're a Benedict Hey Arnold.
I'm a Benedict. You know how I like my eggs?
Benedict Hey Arnold. That actually would be a really funny... Can you imagine if you saw that on a menu?
Yeah,
that'd be so funny.
What if it was like eggs? Benedict scrambled? Okay, I just want Ben over easy. You just kept it there. You didn't even like...
But it'd be funny... I think it'd be funny to see that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you saw it on the menu. Because it's so many jokes. Eggs Benedict Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Because you got Benedict Arnold.
Yeah.
You got Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
And you got Eggs Benedict.
Yeah. This
and then you got eggs. You just have eggs.
And that's no yolk. That's our episode, guys. Thank you so much
for watching. Good night and good fight.
But so we got our answers now?
Yeah, I think so. So I would say
Alrighty. So that was one of them. And that's a classic. And so I'm gonna switch it up. We have some classics, Throwback Thursdays, and then some from Kryber. Do you want to switch to the Kryber ones?
I think we should probably do. Yeah, let's do one from Kryber.
And these are actually kind of lightning round ones. He stated as the kids.
So I guess we'll just go with our first.
Yeah, you want to do it? Sure. Would you rather make less money but have benefits, healthcare, PTO, paid holidays, or make $7 more per hour? Probably $7 more per hour.
This is interesting because I don't have a job right now.
I do, but I have salary.
Oh, okay.
So it still doesn't.
Yeah. So like, this is, I don't really know. I mean, my initial thing is my initial reaction is to go with the first choice actually.
Really?
To get benefits.
That's what I thought too, actually. But then I started thinking, well, I already have benefits under my parents.
Yeah.
And $7 like doesn't seem like much, but you know, it goes a long way.
It adds up. I mean,
like if I'm making 10 and I jump to 17.
If you work an 8-hour day, that's an extra $56 in your pocket.
Yeah. So I think $7 more because I just have benefits already. And then say I did get old enough where I did. Maybe when I'm older, I might switch it. But right now,
All right. Okay. Next one. Next. Yeah. So I would go with the benefits, I think. Right now, at least.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck in the past or the future? It would be your current day self stuck in the past or future, so you would run into your past or future self. Oh, this is a hard one. I've had a lot of dreams growing up of me being in the past, but I think just because you get nostalgic, you know, especially in dreams, your mind doesn't really know. I think it would be cool to go back in time as a movie, but if this really happened, I want the future because I don't want to. I don't want to mess up anything. And it sucks being the smartest guy in the room kind of thing when you know, like, I know so-and-so is going to pass away. I know this is going to happen. Yeah. And you're just going to be nihilistic and just kind of annoying. And what if you change it? That's too risky. I'm going to stick to future.
I probably also would do the future.
Yeah.
Just because, there are some options for the past. First of all, it doesn't specify how far in the past or future.
That's fair.
But I think, like, for me, I don't know what I'd go to the past for.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I would do in the future, but at the very least, it's entirely new, right?
True.
Yes, you could say that certain parts of the past would be entirely new as well.
True, because you're getting a different perspective. Like, say you go when you're 5 years old, 2004 is probably going to be different.
But it's just like, no one knows what the future is. Yeah. Right? No one knows what the future is. If you were to amass the sum total of human knowledge, we all we can piece together what the past is.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like the future is unknowable completely right now.
Yeah.
So it's like why? I mean, I'd rather do that. It's like just to see. I mean, and then who? I mean. And it might be terrible, honestly, depending how far in the future we go. It could be terrible.
Because, like, also I want to see, I want to grow with my girlfriend. And what if we want to have kids? I want to see them grow. I feel like if I go too far in the future, that's going to be out of my palms. And that makes me. I want to see my friends and family grow. I don't want to, like, catch them when they're all. Because that sucks, when you don't see anybody.
But then in the past, if you go to the past, it'll be the same. Well,
but then eventually, I think I'll get to that point.
I guess it depends on how far in the past.
That's true.
If you get so far in the past that you live your whole life without any of your family even being born yet.
Oh, that's so heavy.
But it doesn't say that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming you choose. I guess, but to be safe, it's always future.
I would say future.
Because past is going to be.
I'm going to say future. You know why?
Why? Percocets. Percocets. Molly Percocets. Molly Percocets. Molly Percocets. Molly Percocets.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
So, next question.
Would you rather be stuck with a bad haircut or a bad wardrobe?
I read this and I am really stuck on it, I think.
Bad wardrobe.
Really?
Because how many times do people flame people on Twitter because of haircuts? A lot. But wardrobes, it's kind of
every so sure? Often.
I'm not saying they don't get it at all.
Ooh,
but I think I've seen more haircut roasts than.
But see, here's the thing though. Bad wardrobe, you know where you get a lot of memes about bad wardrobes?
Where?
Starter pack.
Oh, that's so
those are
true.
all. Occasionally, those are haircuts as well, but a lot of those are wardrobe related.
I think I can make it work. If I had a bad wardrobe, I can look ironic. But with a bad, when I'm thinking bad haircut, I'm thinking like they shaved half of your side and then left this. That's what I'm thinking. Bad haircut is, right?
Oh no, I thought it meant like a haircut that makes you look goofy. It doesn't suit you. And it's like it's like too long or too short for you.
I think that makes
and it's styled poorly as well. So I'm imagining like, for example, like a bowl cut that's like really.
I can't. You already lost. See, bowl cut. I don't want that ever. I'd rather have a big like Winnie the Pooh colored like coat and then be like Donald Ducking it, than be like messed
bottomless.
Up. Yeah.
Bottomless.
Yeah, I would rather have a bowl haircut. I would not have a bowl haircut, and I'd rather have that.
Wow.
10 out of 10. You don't mess with the hair, dude. And you have nice hair too. Yeah. You should be fearful of it.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing though. Here's what I was thinking, right?
Tell me.
When you look at people that, I don't know. I also think you could make a bad haircut. You could wear it ironically as well.
Not with a haircut.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't be so.
With the haircut, you're gonna get roasted. You're gonna get roasted so hard. This is how I know, because one time I was shaving when I was younger, and I shaved my eyebrows.
I think you told this on the podcast.
Yeah, I did. And people, and I know it's eyebrows. That's something like on your face, the front of your face. But I got roasted, and I remember I was the type of kid who wore like really big pants, really big shirts, like 2000 style all the way, and I didn't get roasted. Granted, it was like the time, so
exactly.
But I got roasted so quick.
Here's the other thing. Okay, two points.
Yeah.
First of all, we're not kids anymore. Yeah, which is a point to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So few people are gonna make fun of you to your face.
That's true.
Hopefully, if at all. But the second point is, the same thing applies to the wardrobe thing, right?
Yeah.
Whereas, okay, so like, and the same sort of rule applies with the bad wardrobe. It's true that few people are going to make fun of you to your face.
Yes.
But that's also something that people talk about, like there's a certain air about you when you're a grown man who doesn't dress well, who dresses really poorly. Like imagine like a 30-year-old man who wears really,
Hello Kitty shirt.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like a really baggy off-brand polo.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Polo shirt. Yeah. That's sort of like I mean, this isn't part of the question, but I imagine it's like stained. It's very loose. It doesn't fit well.
Yeah.
And then also he's wearing like cargo shorts that hit him 3 inches below the knee.
That
just have huge pockets.
Well, that's what I'm wearing right now. Everywhere. You just described what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I use you as inspiration. I have to say, but like I'm sorry to tell you this. It's ugly. It's fugly, actually.
You helped me buy these things.
I'm sorry.
They were pre-stained.
I'm sorry. I meant to say it's very pretty. It's pretty. Your clothes are pretty.
But I think you're
pretty
right.
ugly.
I think you're right. As an older person, I'm hurt. Actually, what you just said. I think as an older person, like, but I imagine like, what if you have uniforms at work or like? But then again, I wear button-ups and ties.
Yes.
And if I had like bad hair, I can just be like, oh yeah, I just have a deficiency. I don't know. It's so I get okay, wardrobe.
The thing about the bad wardrobe is, just imagine that, right? Like, I don't like right now in like quote unquote high fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this, but like dad style is like coming about. You know how people wearing these super chunky, stupid sneakers that are modeled on like. Have you not seen this?
No.
They're it's really dumb. There's a whole trend in like high fashion towards that now. It's really stupid. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. I think dumbest human phenomena in a long time.
But high fashion is like model runway.
Stuff, right? Yeah. It's not real for like actual everyday people. But just imagine that, right? Imagine living your whole life, the rest of your life, never being able, like, if you put on a suit, it's gonna be a bad color.
So no matter what I wear,
because your whole wardrobe is bad.
That's
right. So if you put on a suit, you go to a wedding, right? And yes, it sucks to have a bad haircut at a wedding. But you go to a wedding, you have a bad colored, like a bright purple suit, a bright yellow shirt, and like a star spangled, like an American flag tie. And it's really boxy, doesn't fit you well. It's like a fit from like the 80s. It just hangs off you, very drapey, very boxy.
Yeah.
And then for shoes, I don't know, you're wearing freaking like, I was going to say combat boots, but that's too cool.
That's too cool.
You're wearing Crocs.
Yeah.
To a wedding. Are you okay with that? Are you going to wear Crocs to a wedding?
You convinced me. That's awful.
Yeah, exactly. You can never, even at your funeral.
I think...
At your funeral, you'll look like a fool in your casket.
God, I don't look like a fool.
But I guess you'll also look like a fool with a bad haircut, but...
But not as... If you have like a purple suit, there's no getting out of those roasts.
And there are really bad... Admittedly, there are really bad haircuts, but eventually it'll sort of become part of you. If you're stuck with it your whole life.
That's true. Eventually people will realize, just going to accept it.
But with a bad wardrobe, you're always wearing something differently bad.
I wonder if I can make dues with it. Like, if I had a bull haircut, can I put it up? You know what I mean? Or do I have to...
Maybe. I think you have to wear it the same way every time, and it's always bad.
At least I know that's one thing I don't have to worry about. Like,
exactly. It's like exactly. You don't have to worry. It's like I'm stuck with this.
I can use it as a pro. Okay, you can. Even though I'm big in hair culture, I always love hair.
Same.
It's good to know that like I'm not going to look that goofy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do we agree? Are you sticking to?
I'm sticking with bad haircut.
Bad haircut.
I'm going with the bad haircut. The bad.
You convinced me.
I'm going with the bad.
Touche.
The BHC.
Mr. Lin. Okay. Would you want to do let's do a throwback?
Yeah, let's do a TBT episode.
Would you rather only eat breakfast food or never be able to eat breakfast food? This is a Throwback Thursday from episode 2.
Let me ask a quick question, QQ.
Uh-huh.
Is this just referring to American breakfast food? Or can you eat breakfast food anywhere across the world? That's the operative question for this.
You asked this in episode 2.
I did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You asked. You were like, let's clear you because we were with Chance.
Oh.
And you stated.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I did ask this.
And that's how you at first we were like, oh, eggs muffin, I get bored of it. But then you said, but then again, every breakfast food from every culture.
So we have to clarify that now. We have to clarify that now.
Yeah, I think okay, let's do 2. One is it's only American breakfast food. Eggs, pancakes, waffles. Taco Bell waffle. If that's the case, no.
Yeah, if that's the case, no.
If we're using what swayed us to the opposite of what you stated in episode 2 does this include all like Belgian breakfast, British breakfast? Because keep in mind, British breakfast is very savory.
And there's also there's like think about every single, I don't know, South American country.
Yep.
Every single Asian country. Every single African country.
Yep.
Every single European country.
Yep.
All the breakfasts are different.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have you could see a very wide spread of food still.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm actually still not sure.
Really?
At this point, I still don't know if that's enough because here's the thing.
That swayed you in the first one.
So here's the thing though.
Uh-huh.
You know what that also means? I just thought of this. No snacks, no dessert.
Yeah.
No snacks or dessert.
Yeah.
Only purely breakfast food.
Yeah, but then I can never have breakfast food. And I can't at least if I have the breakfast food, and I think honestly you probably have more of a choice of options with the never option, because that means like, oh, it's only breakfast, so that means I'm gonna devour other options around. Like there's so many more options out there than breakfast food. But I like my breakfast food. And if that means I have options of like I can do a Kenyan breakfast.
But see, where are you going to get your Kenyan breakfast?
You don't know me.
Where are you cooking Kenyan food at home? You know, that's the real question. That's another question.
My cousin, his name is Kanye.
Oh,
so it's kind of like Kenya. They both have K's and they have a Y.
They both have, yeah.
No, don't assume, Mr. Thad, E.S., Lynn.
Don't presume.
Manuel, Miranda.
That's me. Don't presume, because that just makes a prez out of you. And E. The deep cut. That was a reference to it. I'm not gonna say what
I'm done.
To, but
it's over. I'm mad. So wait, what would you? I'm still sticking to breakfast foods.
You would do breakfast food still.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is, This may come as a surprise. Actually, maybe I've talked about this on the show before, but I don't eat breakfast.
That's true.
So rare. I mean, I do have breakfast food occasionally, but it's not that frequently. And I'm gonna go on record as saying that just eggs don't count as breakfast food. If you're just eating eggs by themselves, that does not count as breakfast food.
Really?
No, because that means you just couldn't eat a hard-boiled egg. Hard-boiled eggs aren't limited to breakfast. People have them with anything.
No, you're right.
They do
you're
have
right.
them because okay, for example, in Chinese food, we have like a lot of different applications for eggs. We have like preserved eggs that you use them in certain dishes, in like congee, or you can just eat them sliced.
That's
and stir fry them. Yeah, there's like so many ways to do it. Like we have like dishes like tomato and egg scramble, which is eaten for dinner usually, lunch or dinner, and there's all this like stuff where eggs aren't exclusively used for breakfast. It's a very American thing to just use eggs for breakfast.
Yeah, I was gonna say growing up, it was. We ate eggs every morning, and like we kind of hated it because we ate it so much.
But the thing is, for me, I don't count eggs as purely breakfast food.
Yeah,
obviously, we live in America. Eggs they're commonly breakfast food, but they don't have to.
You're right.
For me, they're not.
You're right.
So,
but that means you can't have eggs, or you can have eggs. Like, what are you arguing for? That you like breakfast eggs? Like, if you throw eggs with, would you say congee? Right? That's what you said.
Sure.
Can you still have that?
Or like preserved duck egg.
That's not a breakfast food, right? You can't.
No, but also like there are normal eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about eggs with nothing?
So if you choose the never, can you still have eggs?
Just by themselves?
Yeah, or just with the meal. Because in my mind, I'm comparing it to breakfast food.
So, but here's something I do though. I mean, you tell me if you consider this breakfast. I'll have fresh, like hot rice, and I'll crack a raw egg into it, and I'll mix it up. Is that breakfast to you?
No,
exactly,
really.
right?
Yeah.
That's one of the most common ways I consume eggs. It's just to crack a raw egg into very hot rice, and the rice cooks it.
That sounds fantastic.
Let me tell you, not only do I love it, but I hate it.
Yeah, me too. I was just about to say that.
But that does
sound fantastic.
It's very good if you do it right, which is hard not to.
I do it
very
wrong.
Easy. Yeah,
I do it wrong.
I was going to say it's very easy to do it right.
Yeah.
But you find a way to do it.
Yeah, I think every time I've cooked it, because I actually live with Thaddeus.
Yeah. That's why we got lost in the woods.
Yeah, I mean, that's another story. We had a flare gun,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, you guys know.
Yeah, you guys were there.
Yeah, you know.
You know.
Yeah,
but,
you know.
Yeah, I'm still sticking to breakfast.
The thing that I'm considering now is that, think about this, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Traditionally, the 3 meals.
Yeah.
Lunch and dinner food are usually pretty different, right? Some things you can overlap, but you can have some things for both.
Yeah.
But in general, like no one's having a steak dinner for lunch.
Yeah.
I don't know who's doing that. Maybe I don't want to be too presumptuous. Maybe who's someone that would have a steak meal with steak for lunch, like a steak dinner.
I think Donald Trump. I don't know what was the first.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'll probably agree. Yeah.
I don't know why that
makes sense,
popped in my
he
mind.
would just have like a steak dinner for lunch. He'd be like, I want a steak dinner.
Yeah.
China. So anyway, but like, okay, so think about this, right? Lunch and dinner, pretty distinct meals, each come with a whole different array of food. Again, if you consider international lunch, international dinner, so many different options, right?
Yeah.
So many different dishes. If you look at this purely in terms of like percentages, proportions, if you take away breakfast, you're taking away 33%, 1/3 of the possible food that you can eat.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's also dessert. Let's say that's 0.5. Let's say there's 3. Desserts and snacks represent 0.5 of a meal.
But that's, even though it's such a tiny thing, I still think that's huge.
So let's say 3.5. There's 3.5 points possible, right? With breakfast, if you don't eat breakfast, if you give up breakfast, you're taking away 1. You still have 2.5 left.
Yeah.
If you take away everything else besides breakfast, you only have 1 point left.
And I completely understand where you're coming from.
So I cannot willingly, with good intention,
without reasonable doubt,
I cannot pick breakfast over everything else.
I completely understand.
I have to give up breakfast.
I completely understand, and I think I would agree with you 9 out of 10 times, but this 10th time I don't.
This is the 10th time we discussed it.
I need eggs.
I don't think
I know you keep saying that, and I agree with you.
But what if I said you could still have eggs?
I still like waffles and pancakes. I'm sorry. Patty melts are my jam. I think logically speaking.
Wait, patty melts?
Yeah.
That's a sandwich. That's just a sandwich.
Sorry. The sausage patties. I do like patty melts.
Like, a patty melt is essentially a grilled cheese with
some meat.
With like onion and hamburger patty.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so good.
It is very good.
I can't give that.
It's funny. It's so like, what a horribly heavy American creation.
Yes.
Buttered toast.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Meat. And then sometimes onion.
Yeah. There's a Shake Shack.
And then maybe tomato. If you're some places.
It's usually onions though.
But it's usually just onion. If there's any
mushrooms.
Yeah. Oh, that's good too.
No, you're completely correct. But I'm gonna stick with the heart. The heart wants what the heart wants.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
And I'm sticking to breakfast.
The heart wants what it wants. You know that song, right?
No.
The heart wants. It's Selena Gomez. Back in her Disney days, she made a song called. I think it's called "The Heart Wants What It Wants."
These are friends of yours?
Yeah, Selena Gomez. Yeah, we're tight. We go way back.
We're besties.
We're taught.
Wait, so are we gonna?
Taught.
Are we taught?
We're taught. We're taught.
Remember that?
Yeah, we're taught.
Good days.
So I have to give up breakfast.
Breakfast. I'm gonna keep breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up breakfast for that one. Now we're gonna move on to a question from Kryber.
Kryber said.
Oh, by the way, also guys, it's gonna be an extra long episode.
Yeah, we're gonna go out with a bang.
4 or 5 hours. I'm talking.
Yeah, at least.
At the very least.
But would you rather act out of curiosity or act out of seeking happiness / pleasure?
This is really loaded because happiness and pleasure are, I think, different enough.
Yeah.
Different enough to warrant a different response for each one.
And I think the curiosity.
I think
I don't know why.
Here's what we're gonna say. Okay, yeah. I want to take away happiness and just say pleasure.
Okay.
Because seeking happiness doesn't really come with any negative connotations necessarily. Seeking pleasure, that does. Yeah. So I want to make it even because curiosity also can have some negative connotations.
Oh, okay. So we're sticking to pleasure. You said, right?
Yeah. So it's so would you rather have all your actions be out of curiosity or all your actions be out of pleasure seeking?
I want to say pleasure because I don't see any. Maybe you can convince me, but I don't see anything good about curiosity. Because I'm just like...
Interesting.
I'm just like looking for something always just because I just want to know what it is. Because if that's the case, I'm going to drive myself crazy trying to figure out the meaning of life. And that's not going to make me happy. I want to be happy.
But pleasure is not necessarily happiness.
Oh, there goes me like
so because that's why I wanted to make that distinction. Because pleasure is not happiness. Pleasure is something that feels good.
And is finding like the... If I find out, like, the meaning of life, that's my curiosity getting to me. That's not going to make me, like, feel good. I don't think so.
Well, the thing is that's not necessarily what it means. It's more like... So let's think about it this way, right? Would you rather all of your decisions in life be guided by curiosity or be guided by pleasure seeking?
Yeah.
All the decisions in your life. So this basically means, like, if you, like... Let's take a small decision, right? Like... If you're picking, but like what you're gonna eat for lunch, so curiosity would be like, oh, I haven't tried this place. It seems good, or like I don't know anything about this restaurant or this type of cuisine. I'll go there. Pleasure seeking is like, oh, I know this place has something that will make me very full or very happy, like not happy, but it's very filling, or like it gives me a lot of pleasure to eat that thing.
So it's like, for example, it's safe.
Yeah. I mean, pleasure has a lot of connotations, but it's like something that will be pleasing to me. But that also probably means that it's almost the opposite side of the spectrum, right? So usually comfort will give you some pleasure, right? So if you're pleasure seeking, you'll probably make a lot of decisions based on what's familiar.
Yes.
Right. And what will give you. So like, what's more pleasurable to eat? Like a salad or a hamburger, right? Obviously, hamburger is more pleasurable to eat, right?
I see. Yeah.
And like, and if you're in, let's say you're in Vegas or something,
the
more pleasurable thing to do is gamble or drink or do whatever.
True.
If you're acting out of curiosity, you probably won't have much to investigate in Vegas. I mean,
I'm sure you can be like, if there's hiking here?
I mean, if you were there, I don't know, if you're making all your decisions on what to do based on curiosity, you'd be like, oh, like, I've never seen this like, I've never been in this hotel, or I've never seen this show.
I think actually that made a good case for curiosity then. I want that.
But pleasure...
You're going to be that weird guy who, like, maybe sometimes you need that pleasure. Maybe you need to just get a McDonald's and be safe and have a fine night. Because then you become, like, this kind of, like, I want to try something new every time. And it's like...
When I think pleasure seeking, I think someone that has no discipline and someone that engages in a lot of sort of, like...
Gluttony?
Yeah, or gluttonous or like excessive activities.
Yeah,
you know, they do things to excess.
I think
because it's like dangerous. Like what's pleasurable? Eating a lot's very pleasurable. You know? Lazy, like watching. I don't know, like I don't know if you could say watching TV is pleasurable. Like
yeah, it is, right?
Yeah, I you could say that. But like a lot of times it has like a sexual connotation as well.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously sex gives a lot of pleasure. It's very pleasing.
Yeah, and I think
makes you feel good.
Yeah,
it's basically trying to make yourself feel good.
The more I think about it, the more it's like I think that's kind of what we should. The beauty of Would You Rather is that like both of these are something you should use in moderation. And in a healthy, like they both aid each other. In the sense of like maybe I'm going to get some pleasure, maybe I'm going to use some curiosity.
Yeah.
If it's all or nothing, it really throws it off, and that's kind of funny with humans. But that being said, if I had to choose, I need the healthier lifestyle if I want to live a good life. So I'm going with curiosity because pleasure is nice, but like you said, I feel like I'm just this person seeking pleasure,
trying to feel good all the time.
Yes, and that's a little
the thing about curiosity. That's
like drug addict type stuff.
Yeah, and the thing about curiosity is that it's like that's not always necessarily good either because you could get in trouble.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You could like. You could never be satisfied. But
yeah. It's like that saying.
But curiosity killed the cat.
Even though like the saying is messed up.
Because the second part, what the second part is? But satisfaction brought him back. Right?
Yeah.
So it's possible that you could maybe never be satisfied if you took this to the extreme. But at the very least, you'll probably be more productive.
I think that's true.
You'll probably be more
and
productive.
I'd be more cultured, more, informed.
Probably, yeah.
And I think in a healthier state of mind because I'm just thinking of like the gambling thing. That's a good selling point. If you throw me in Vegas, oh my god.
And your pleasure seeking, it's like winning a bet, that's a lot of pleasure. That's why people become addicted to it.
Yeah, and I think I think pleasure is really I don't know if they're synonymous, but it sounds like they're synonymous with addiction. Pleasure can ride that thin line. So I'm going to stick to curiosity.
I swayed you.
I
swayed.
What if you were like I swayed you? I'm going to go with pleasure.
So ask me the question again. So ask me what I would say again.
What would you say?
Well, would you say that I swayed you?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with pleasure. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would definitely go with curiosity.
You would? Okay.
Yeah, I would.
All right, I like that one.
All right.
Another Kryber.
All right.
Would you rather find stability in a career path first, or in a serious romantic relationship first?
Well, this is interesting because we're both in pretty serious romantic relationships.
Mm-hmm. Now, I think I'm pretty stable. I think right now, since I'm recently unemployed and still working at these jobs I'm working at are new. I want stability in my career path.
I would probably say that as well. I mean, but because it's like we also like the second option already sort of like
exists for us.
Yeah, so it's like we can't really choose it.
Yeah. No,
really,
that's true.
Right?
I think if say there's like.
But what if you didn't? What if you didn't have it?
If I didn't have stability in my relationship?
Yeah, if you were not in a serious romantic relationship.
I think I would just dip. But then again, I don't know. I like right now, I'm thinking right now in my position with my girf. Mm-hmm. I don't see anyone else. And I don't see like stability. I'm thinking stability is like I'm kind of thinking about other people or I'm just like not feeling it.
But what if you weren't in a relationship?
Oh, I was in a relationship would you choose? Completely?
Yeah, which one would you choose?
I still think I would choose career path. I think seeking a romantic relationship.
That's so pleasure seeking, dude. That's so pleasure seeking.
I'm curious, okay?
Yeah, I'm curious about a romantic relationship.
Yeah, I don't see a serious romantic relationship, benefiting me.
If you had to choose between these two, assuming you had neither.
Yeah, if career path is gonna help me, but then again, am I happy? I don't know. I'll never fully know.
I would,
but I can say it with like a 60 to 40.
At this point,
I see a little margin.
At this point, I think we both would say probably career path first.
Yeah.
Stable career first.
Yes. Okay. So
I would say that.
Another Kryber.
A next question.
Would you rather be nearsighted or farsighted? So nearsighted is you have to see. You have to see things from.
Yeah, you have to see things close up. Yeah.
Farsighted, you can only see things from afar.
Yeah, so that means, well, I guess I don't agree the degree of it, but yeah, it would mean that you can't see things that past a certain point when they're too close.
I think I'm farsighted. Yeah, I'm farsighted.
You're farsighted.
Wait, that means I can't see. That's always confusing.
So
I can't see things from afar.
So that means you're nearsighted.
I'm nearsighted.
You need things near you to see them.
Yeah.
A farsighted means you need things far for you to see.
Yeah, I have astigmatism. I think it's called.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't remember what that explicitly means.
It's like you like I remember like the reason they found out I had astigmatism because I was like always sitting in the back of the class, just like my luck of the draw, and I could never see.
Astigmatism.
Mm-hmm.
But so you're saying, but you are nearsighted.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe they're not even comparable. Maybe they're just like two different things. But I remember I always had trouble seeing from afar, so I would see from afar. Like I want to make it easier for me to see from afar.
So astigmatism really is just it's just an imperfection in the eye's curvature.
Wow.
Which can lead to blurry vision. That's all.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
That's me.
Don't talk about my eyes like that.
That's me.
But yeah, I want to see from afar because I've always been the guy who's like always needed my glasses.
So you'd rather be farsighted?
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. This is hard for me to say because...
Do you have 2020?
I have pretty close to 2020.
You lucky.
I know. I'm very, very grateful. Very great.
Wait, do your parents have glasses?
Oh, yeah. Everyone else in my family has glasses. I don't know.
Oh, your brother does too.
I don't know why I got lucky.
That is so funny.
I'm not going to...
It's the opposite. My father's side, none of them have glasses. But my mother, she has glasses, and then everyone else in her family doesn't. She's the weird one. And then she, obviously, of course, we had to get it because I was given it. My sister was given it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's tough because here's the sucky thing about farsightedness.
Yeah.
If you were farsighted,
yeah,
you couldn't see your phone here. You'd need to like put it like out here.
Oh, that's annoying.
That's the
I
thing.
didn't think about
and,
that.
And like your laptop, you need to like put it farther away.
I
mean, but obviously, if you have glasses to correct it,
then
you're okay.
Yeah.
But like if you don't have your glasses or contacts on, like you have to read everything like back.
It just sucked growing up because like I don't think it's applicable today, but like in classrooms and when I was like younger, like from running around and like looking from afar, I couldn't see from afar. So I was always like, I was always the crappiest at like sports. I was always the crappiest at like little things where you need to see from afar and kind of clarify and quick process that. I always waited for something to get closer, and by then it's like my
too
options.
late.
Yeah, and especially when I can't imagine driving and not seeing the speed limit from far away. You know what I mean? Like I think that would aid me.
But that's only if you don't have your glasses or contacts.
Yeah.
This doesn't. I mean, of course.
Is this case like are we stuck with this? We can't wear glasses.
No, I would say that you probably still can wear glasses.
Okay. So if that's the case,
I think you can still correct it, but it just like. Your default mode, if you don't have them, is one or the other.
So if that's the case, I'd still do farsighted. But then again, like I like sitting in bed and just reading my phone. I can't imagine like because I take my contact glasses
exactly.
Like,
If you're in bed or you're like, if for whatever reason you don't have your glasses or contacts in, if you're farsighted, you will not. To make it harder, let's say you will not be able to see your phone unless it's a completely.
Do you think survival-wise, farsighted is better?
Ooh, it depends. If you're hunting, yes. If you're gathering, no.
Well, that's a good point.
Because you need to be able to see.
To see from a...
Yeah, you need to be able to see how good is this, the vegetables or, whatever fruits you're gathering. Are they high quality? Because you want to be able to see imperfections in the...
Yeah, I don't go hunting. I don't do it. I think if I was like in a survival, I want that farsighted. Nearsighted seems like very close proximity stuff, so I'm going to just still pick. I'm actually going to pick nearsighted then, because I feel like in my daily, like if I was a hunter and living like in the Hunger Games, But me right now, I spend most of my day in my bed reading my Twitter on my phone, so I'd stick to nearsighted actually.
I think I'd probably say farsighted.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, I want like growing up. I think it was annoying as hell, but I had glasses to correct it, so I was cool.
Anyway. I think it's hard for me to say. I mean, yeah, I guess I'd say farsighted, but that's also because I don't know what it's like to have either.
Yeah, I mean, either suck. There's no good. There's no good in either. I mean, I'm wearing contacts right now, but like when I would do wrestling, I would have to take my glasses off, and that was a big.
Well, have you ever worn colored contacts?
No.
Would you ever?
No.
You don't think they're cool at all?
I think they're kind of tacky.
Would you wear them as
if it's a costume?
As part of a costume.
But if I knew people who wore them every day, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I would do it on for fun.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
I think it would be pretty cool. You know, have you seen people wear the white contacts? Like they're super they make your eyes silver.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like that. I guess I'd pick farsighted.
Farsighted?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Okay, let's do some throwback, and then we have 2 more questions from Cracker.
All right, this is a marathon episode, guys.
Yeah.
Hope you're in it for the long haul.
Would you rather fly or be invisible? This is a throwback. This is the classic.
This is a throwback.
This is what we used to ask each other.
This is what we built our podcast on.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's true. I was there.
Remember, we talked a lot about the stipulations for flying, the conditions for flying. How fast can I fly? How high can I fly?
Yeah.
Does it take energy for me to fly, or can I just do it without breaking a sweat? You know.
I think it's as it's your running. You know, it's like how you run.
So the speed and height at which I fly depends on how much effort I put out.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to sprint, so the equivalent of sprinting is what? How fast can I fly, and how high?
How you can go? Yeah.
How fast is that if I'm sprinting? If I'm sprint flying?
I think, because you do want to make it a little bit powerful.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's times 2 of your speed. You know,
So let's say I run. Let's say I run a mile or no. Okay, so let's say I run a mile.
Mm-hmm.
It's for an easy number, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're saying that if I flew a mile, I could fly it in 5 minutes.
Yes. So it's still powerful, you know, but it's limited still in your stamina and your speed. Because I would say I do the mile in 15 minutes. You know.
So you're saying if I can run a mile in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I can fly a mile in 5 minutes, but after I fly that mile, it'll feel like I just ran a mile.
Yes. There's a big nerf on this, but it's still fast. I mean, that's fast.
And invisibility?
How
long?
There's no stipulation. It's just you turn invisible whenever.
And do my clothes turn invisible?
Yes.
Do my objects I'm holding turn invisible?
No.
Backpacks? No.
No.
Pen, pencil?
No. If you're holding it, if it's wrapped around you, no. But for some reason, your clothes can just stick.
My belt?
Yes. Be nice. We're generous.
Okay.
Any clothing.
And I can be invisible for as long as I want.
Yeah, there's angels check marking if it's okay, this is good. The backpack has to go and it won't make it invisible.
And I can't pass through objects.
Can't
pass through walls.
No. It's just straight. They can't see you. You still make noise too. A lot of people think when you're invisible you make noise. You're not a ghost. You're toast.
Wow, you know what?
On a roast.
Doing the most. You know what I just thought of?
Tell me.
I was tempted to say fly. Just take flying, but think about this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this invisible. Let me throw this one at you, okay?
Throw it. No, don't really throw.
I told you. I was gonna throw it. But I hope this isn't coming through. Do you hear anything?
No, not at all.
So,
not at all, boy.
Let me. Not at all, boy. So let me throw this one at you, okay?
Tell me.
Flying would be very nice.
Yes.
But imagine how it would feel. I don't know why I just imagined this. Imagine how it would feel to go to be I don't know, be somewhere natural, very beautiful, hiking in the mountains or something, or like lying in like a nice like meadow or field.
Yeah.
And just going invisible.
Yeah.
And just you can't even see you.
Yeah.
You're part of the world. You know, it's like it's like almost like you're evaporating into like a spirit. You're just like a soul that exists in nature. You know what I mean? No body. You know, or like you can't even see your body. Can you imagine how like that's like so? There's something so like nice about that, and like no animals can't even see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They might be able to smell you, I guess, but like, they can't see you. You can just like it would be so nice to just lie, like just sit around or like just lie around in like in nature and like be completely invisible. Like no one can see you. Animals can't see you. You're just part. You just sort of like become part of nature. You know what I mean? Does it sound really weird? It sounds like very like hippie and like new agey.
So I was going to say fly originally, but then I started thinking I don't want to have people. I don't want people.
Just look at SpongeBob.
You're gonna be the only person that
remember
can fly.
SpongeBob? How everyone wants favors from him.
Yeah, you become like a hero, or
you become like
every
a freak.
hero. Yeah, and every hero has a villain, and every freak has an audience.
Unless you go and fly where there's no one around, but then it's like,
what's the point?
Then why do it? It would be now.
It's a cool feeling.
I'm gonna say it would be amazing if you're a thrill seeker.
Yeah.
To do like base jumping.
No
parachute.
Yes.
Just jump out, or to do like skydiving.
Yeah.
Just jump out of a plane, no parachute, no problem.
That would be insane.
Or to like it would be, you could do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
But how often would you do it?
Yeah.
You know, like it would be cool to like for example, if there's like if there's a really beautiful view from like some mountain or something, instead of hiking up, you can just fly up.
Yeah, I mean, it's convenient, don't get me wrong, but it's a very dangerous line you're crossing, or you're walking that very dangerous line. And at the end of the day, I don't want eyes on me, and I think it's cool, but if I want that flying sensation, there's so, like, humans haven't even gone close to making invisibility a thing, but flying, we've already reached that. Paramotors. Jetpacks. You can get that sensation of flying still. Granted, it's a little bit more dangerous and you're always at risk, but
and you can't do it. You need a technological
you need some assistance, but it's something that's like, well, I can't achieve at all even with invisibility. Those little mirrors that like they'll reflect and make it look invisible, but you can still see like the outline of the car and stuff, and like there's technology it's on its way, but it's not like the Harry Potter you put on the cloak thing. It's nowhere near that. So I think I would go for invisible. Just also how cool that'd be, And I have more applicable use for that if I don't want any eyes on me, because I don't want eyes on me, and I turn invisible. Bam. I'd be the best hide and seek player. Granted, that's not what's swaying me, but everything else.
Actually, that is what's swaying me.
I'm a hide and seek player.
Champion, 2018, baby.
Nobody would catch me.
But I think it would be nice every once in a while.
Yes.
To just be but see, I can also say the same thing for flying, right? It's like every once in a while to just like let's say I go hiking by myself or something. Yeah. No one can see me. I just fly around for a couple minutes. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome too. You know? Yep. But someone would see you though. Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you're gonna get caught.
Eventually, someone would see you.
And imagine if you are trying to be secret about it. Like if you come out and say, "Guys, I can fly," you're just gonna get this press and all this stuff. But if you're hiding it and you try flying, someone's gonna snap a pic. Someone's gonna find you. Someone's gonna there's gonna be people actively looking for that.
You know what you can do? Put on a costume.
Ooh.
Bird costume. Okay, and then people think there's just a giant bird. Actually, that could work if you were high up enough that people thought you were a bird.
Imagine, oh, sweetie, it's just a bird, but it's a man and
it's a bird. It's a bird. No, it's a bird.
But yeah, I think invisibility is just, if I want like a secret life, like I don't want that attention. Yeah, invisibility. I like invisibility. Imagine just going to a shower or pool and just diving in and being invisible, and you're on your own world.
But you can't breathe underwater.
What?
That's not part of the deal.
Then I'm gonna fly.
Okay.
Why am I gonna be invisible?
That's why we're talking about
I want to be a fish.
I want to breathe underwater. I want to be.
I thought the power was fly or breathe underwater.
Aquaman.
So we agree, invisible.
I think I'd probably pick. I think I would pick invisible.
Invisible.
I think you would just feel like that example I gave earlier. Mm-hmm. It'd be cool to feel that like integrated into something.
Yeah.
Like because you literally, it's like you're literally there. You can't even see yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be really like interesting to be able like to observe almost anything.
Yeah.
And without physically appearing.
You
like
can see
there.
some true people. Like if you want to be nosy and like see someone
you could
really
do
visible,
that.
you could see the truest. I wouldn't.
I'm even talking about like you could like just sit somewhere. You know how like you could people watch. You can already do that.
Yeah.
We can people watch without anyone knowing that you're doing it. Because like sometimes this is funny. You can watch people watch.
Yeah.
But you can watch
people watch.
You can people watch the people that are
people watching. Yeah, no, I totally get that.
You see that? You know what I mean? And like you can do that, but like if you're invisible, you don't have
to worry. That's a good
plus shoplifting.
Oh yeah,
easy. Just kidding.
You see like the stuff floating.
Yeah.
And like they're just like they just see the stuff floating. Yeah, so we agree, invisible.
I think I'd do invisible.
Okay. So now we have 3 more Kryber sent questions, and then we have
crazy. We have so many questions this episode.
Right?
Insane.
I think the most we've ever done is like 5.
Yeah, this is like we're doing like 10 today.
Yeah,
maybe more. 12.
Ooh, I feel tired too.
I know, right?
Like, I feel like sitting down for a while. We've never done it this long, but we're gonna get through.
It's like hard to talk for this long.
Yeah, you start getting kind of worn.
Yeah, like
imagine an interview
throat,
this long.
Yeah, my throat is like
we even run out of water.
Sort of. Yeah,
the house is on fire.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
We gotta finish the episode.
The show goes on. Let's see where we're at. 120.
Oh, wow, this is a
we're almost
episode.
done.
Yeah,
we can knock these out.
Done. Let's do this quick.
So, would you rather eat cat or dog? Cat.
But is this like raw? Like I have to?
I thought it was cooked.
Pick up a cat and just bite into it. Is that what this means?
Oh no, I can't do that.
Or is it just would I rather eat cat or dog flesh?
Yeah, if it's flesh. If it's alive, God, still cat. But I don't
honestly, this doesn't really matter to me. Like why? Like I have so little concept of what they would taste like. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
If someone gave me like a piece of meat and said, "Oh, this is cat or this is dog,"
yeah,
that doesn't mean anything to me.
No,
I have no concept of what it is anyway. People give me cat and say it's dog, and I wouldn't know any better. Yeah. It's like this is.
But if it's alive,
but I let's not do that. I was kind of kidding. I mean, like, I think the thing that he's getting at is like which one seems grosser to you.
Oh, I guess because but I've had both animals, so.
Really, you've had cat? Wait, oh no, I'm talking about eating them.
No, yeah.
Like it's basically saying like which one do you think is more like morally reprehensible to eat? You know what I mean? But I think it's the same. Like I just flip a coin.
Yeah, I'm gonna do cat just because I've had more dogs. That's only the basis I'm using. Like they're both the same for me. Would you rather eat the last cow or the last chicken?
I don't really know what this means. Like assuming there's only one of each left on Earth. Like what does this mean?
I think he's saying like there's only one more cow and chicken. You gotta choose one, right?
But then what happens to the other one? What is this?
I don't know. This is a weird question.
I'm not really sure what this means. Like, would I rather eat the last cow or the last chicken?
Let me just...
It's so vague.
Kryber, come out here. What did you mean by this?
It's me, Kryber. It's me, Kryber. I didn't mean anything.
I just really like cows and chicken.
This was a goof.
I don't know how to answer this, but I'm going to say last cow.
I am tempted to say
so I can say don't have a cow, man.
Why don't you shut up? It's so mean to say something like that. I wonder if anyone... I'm sure people sound like seriously. They'll say that to people like, why don't you shut up?
Yeah, it's super mean.
It's so mean. What a mean thing to say.
You gotta have balls to say.
Exactly.
Even if it was my worst enemy, I'd be like, man, just please be quiet. It still would be nice.
Can you stop talking, please?
Imagine how like ballsy. Like, look, you dumb bitch.
Why don't you shut up?
Okay. No. Final question
wait. Yeah, I would say cow.
Cow.
I don't really know what it means, but I'd probably say cow.
Yeah, cow. Okay.
It's more meat.
Final question. Thaddeus, do you want to take this away?
Yeah, so here's a crazy one. I don't really know. We'll discuss it, but would you rather give up pooping or peeing? So is this talking about like, if you give up pooping, that means you only pee, right?
Yeah.
But does that mean that? So where does your food go? Does it just disappear magically? Like you don't have to poop anymore?
I'm assuming. Okay, this is how I imagine it. Like pooping and peeing. So pooping, Okay, so this is me like dissecting it.
Sure.
So if I disregard pooping, I'm saving a lot of time because pooping takes a lot more time.
It does.
Peeing, you need an actual place. You can't just like pull out your pee and like go pee.
Well, pooping, you need more of a place.
Yeah.
As men, we can pee in many more places.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Poop.
Yeah, like peeing is so like if I
so versatile.
If I give up pooping, it just means now that I have all this free like waste. Like I have less time worrying about using the bathroom or peeing. You know, it's like quick, bam, 30 seconds done. Or if I'm in the woods, bam, no worrying about pooping. There's perks of that, but then the cons is like, well, pooping's actually like a place where I sit and think, and it's a really good feeling. So I think you're giving up that.
Yeah.
Where you know, say you give a peeing, you know, you have to worry about like this that fast time you have of like, you know, usually bodily waste is like gone. You always have to stick to the slow but, you know, thoughtful action of pooping. That's my assumption from this. So I would choose pooping.
You would give up pooping.
Yes, because then I can be like, I don't have to worry about pooping. Because there's been times I was like, God, I have to use the restroom really bad, and it's always a poop, and it's always like peeing. I can just, bam, done.
Sounds like that too.
Exactly.
Oh, I really gotta pee.
Hold on, guys.
All right, done. I think this is interesting because I don't see any reason that I would pick pooping. Like I don't understand any reason why I would give up peeing.
Yeah.
Where I don't see a reason why I would pick that. I would say, I can't imagine a world where I say, I would rather poop than pee.
Yeah.
Like I would rather completely not pee ever again.
Yeah.
And only poop from now on.
Yeah.
Peeing, if you only peed, you save a lot more time.
Yep.
Right. And plus your emergencies aren't as dire. I'd much rather, if I had to, I'd much rather pee my pants than poop my pants.
Yeah. Yeah. Peeing by itself.
I would never.
Like, it doesn't smell.
I
as
would
bad.
never have to worry about diarrhea again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like peeing is like it's just such a. I mean, who has an awful time other than like when you pee blood? That's the only time I can ever associate bad peeing. But like,
it happens to me every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's normal. And also, where did number 1 and 2 come from? Like, why were they like you gotta go number 1 or 2? Why did we do
I think because I'm not really sure. I'm sure we could look it up, but number 2, probably just because it seems larger. Well, it is larger. You're moving more waste.
Yeah. Still weird.
I don't really know.
It's still weird that we associate that with.
But also, check this out. You never have to worry about diarrhea. Never have to worry about constipation.
Oh my god! Yeah, get rid of pooping.
Who needs it?
Yeah.
Who needs poop?
You know how many times I've been on a trip and I've been constipated? Every trip.
At least 6.
At least.
Yeah.
7, dude. 9.
9,000.
We both got that. Okay, so
we have one more.
Now, thank you, Kryber, so much for all the questions.
Kryber sent us like 10 questions. Really came in
You
clutch.
are amazing, and throughout the series, you always have you've provided us with knowledge, laughter, and love.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to meet you one day and say, "That's my sister."
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you were gonna say.
Keep it real. Keep it 100. That's my sister. Damn it.
All right. Thought you were going to say something else. Don't worry.
Keep messing this up.
I tried, and I failed. So.
Now, the final question. Would you rather be able to only make podcasts or music from this point on? You have to give up one.
So, let's say this, okay? What do you mean make music? Produce music?
Like you...
Does that mean I can't play an instrument anymore?
You can't play your instruments. You can't. That's a little bit too...
podcast just means I can't sit in front of a mic and record it.
That's a little bit too much of a nerf. I think you can still play instruments, you can do that, but if you ever want to make music...
You're saying I can't record and produce music?
Yes. I think that's a better nerf.
Ooh, interesting.
If you ever want to make music again, or make music, produce it and record it, you can't because you chose the podcast. But if you do ever want to come back to the Coolio Moolio or do something else on your own venture, you can't because now you're stuck with the music. You have to choose the two.
So if I pick that I can only make podcasts.
Yeah.
Or no. If I pick music.
Yeah.
If I pick music.
You're giving that up.
So I would be giving up podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I still make YouTube videos?
Yes. But they can't have.
Can I still do Musically?
No.
Dang it.
That's the one thing you can't do.
This is pretty tough, but I play more music than I make podcasts.
That's very true.
And well, but then again, but it only applies to recording and producing music, right?
Yeah.
Shoot. Interesting. It's actually pretty hard. So I either give up podcasting
Uh-huh.
or I give up the possibility of ever recording and producing music.
Yes.
See, I don't record or produce any music right now.
Yeah. What if you want?
This is something that, maybe the listeners don't know. Maybe if they're new, they don't know me.
You don't know me.
I've never recorded and produced any music, but I've played music my whole life.
Yeah.
And I have really considered the possibility of eventually, at some point, learning like digital music production skills.
Yeah.
And like I was interested in it for a while, but I never got around to it.
Yeah.
But then again, I also thought about the possibility of like making more podcasts. I have thought about that as well. Like, oh, I could make a podcast about this, or this, or like I could see myself hosting this kind of podcast. That's pretty tough. I mean, what do you think?
I would give up the podcast because the music is just it's so much fun. I mean, even though this is fun, this is.
I see how it is. Okay, okay. I see exactly.
I'm leaving you. I'm making like a tree and heading out.
I'm making like a banana. Why don't you make it like a banana
and leave
and kill yourself?
Oh shit.
That's an anti.
Yeah, I was about to say,
the original joke is like make like a banana split.
Yeah.
But it, it's like.
Yeah, there was. I know, make like a tree and leaf or something like that. Make like a newborn baby, and head out.
Why don't you make like a newborn baby and cry while you're covered in blood?
I already. I think I'd give it the podcast because the music has. I mean, it's a passion of mine. Yeah, and it does have a. I mean, literally, it's holding. Get off of me. Sorry. But yeah, I think I would choose the music, even though I love the podcast.
Yeah. I think I'd probably have to say that too because the appeal of eventually producing music. I don't know if I can say that it outweighs the possibility of making podcasts.
No.
But right now...
A gun to your head.
Right now, yeah, I'd probably pick the possibility of making music over the possibility of making
You heard it here, everybody. Thaddeus is leaving me.
That's right.
It's now the Moolio show.
And that's why... It's our last episode, okay? Why do you think we asked this question, idiots?
F you guys.
Just kidding.
And we love you.
We're kidding. We're totally kidding.
Yeah, so...
We're kidding.
Music?
Idiots.
We're keeping music?
Yeah.
Keeping music? Well, that was our last question. But, curveball, one last question. That's not really a question, but it's a fun little way to end it.
All right, sure.
Would you rather say hello or goodbye?
To who?
Them. The giant ants in your closet.
Hello. Hello, ants. I don't know. I guess I gotta say. I mean, what can I say? It's moments. Some moments like these that I really tug at the. Heart. They tug at the heart.
He's crying right now, guys. Let him vent.
The heart threads. I'm trying to come up with something besides heartstrings, but
heartstrings are just classic.
It turned out very poorly, as you can tell.
Yeah, you lost all your money.
Didn't work at all. Yeah, $30,000 in 1 second. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess this is it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. This is weird to think about.
Yeah.
Like, this is it for now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Say goodbye.
It's like you guys aren't gonna hear from us in a long time.
And I guess
for a long time.
Yeah, I guess you already got used to it.
Yeah.
But I think what's worse is like if you're on fire and then someone puts you out and you could get back on fire. When you're on fire, get used to it. Say you're not dying in this scenario. You know what I mean?
Oh, so
it's like
being on fire is not
it.
Being on fire is not having more episodes.
Yes. It's like when you're running and like that pain. I got this from the Hodge twins, but when you're running and that pain hurts, you get used to it.
The stitch in your side.
But when they tell you to stop and do some intervals and then go back to running again, you know what I mean? That hurts. So what we did to you is we kind of blue balled y'all, but you know, Just
but
life.
we're glad you came.
Get on the goddamn floor, Thaddeus. This is a robbery. The joke is too good.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. You know I had to do it.
I had to do it to him.
You know I had to do it to him. Just flexing on these.
I think before we skedaddle, though, let's say goodbye to Obama.
Let me be clear.
You've been living here without any goddamn rent.
This is not goodbye. I never say goodbye. It's too final.
That's true.
What I prefer to say is so long or see you later. And as former president of the United States of America, I'd like to say to the American people, I will see you later. And this is not the end. Although I may not be on this podcast for a very long time, I'm going to let you know I'm hosting another podcast.
It's the Obama Hour.
It's called The Obama Hour. And it's me talking like this for an hour.
God damn it, Obama. You had a good speech, and then you plugged your goddamn podcast.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is Barack Obama, President Barack Obama, signing off for now. Fly high. So long. Bon voyage. And I'll see you later. Folks. I'll see you later.
Did he just fly away?
He said fly high. I mean, and he was freaking blazed too.
Dude, he just flew away.
Smoking a doobie.
Okay, I guess we gotta say goodbye to the one and only Kim Johnny Ramen.
Oh man,
I make the best ramen.
What a deep
you
pull.
thought you could get me?
I don't even remember.
I make the best.
I don't. How did we? Wait, Kim. Because Kim Jong Un.
And that ramen guy.
But why Johnny? Oh, Johnny Ramen.
Yeah.
Why do we come up with that?
Because the guy from New York who made ramen.
Yeah, he's supposed to make the world's best ramen.
Yeah, he's like, Kim Johnny Ramen.
Yeah,
I make the best ramen. Better than Korea, better than Japan, and better than China. Okay? They call me Kim Johnny Ramen. And you know what? I got to say one more thing before I leave this podcast. My real voice is actually from America, as the kids say. I'm not actually from New York, which is not part of America.
Well, what I thought you were going to do is I thought you were going to go like, there's one thing I want to say. This is my real voice.
It's Obama again.
Kim Jong-un. Folks, I've been Kim Jong-un from the very beginning.
I thought you flew away.
I did fly away, but then I flew back.
He's so quick.
And I'd like to say my ramen is the best in the world. Thank you very much, folks.
He did it again.
Folks.
He did it again.
Folks, I'll see you later.
No.
This is Barack Obama and Michelle Obama.
That's me.
Signing off. Fly high.
He flew away.
He flew high.
Yeah. So
anyway.
quick.
Anyway.
There goes my.
There she goes. There she goes again. But do we have any other characters? I think that was right for the characters that we came up with.
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to Kreiber.
Yeah, of course.
Crosby.
Kreiber was our main source of questions for a long time. Oh, also, we never explained this. When people send in questions, we always come up with a fake name for them.
Oh, yeah.
This is so late in the episode to describe that, but no one knew. They don't need to know that. It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is goodbye for now, guys. I mean, sorry, so long. See you later for now.
Farewell. Alvidasen.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this super long marathon episode.
La vida loca.
And if you have questions of your own, I guess you can send them to cooliomoolio@gmail.com. I mean, we're not going to answer them for a long time, and no one sends them in anyway besides Kreiber, so I don't really know.
Hey, we might have a resurgence of
No, that's true. We might
fans.
be number one pretty soon on the iTunes charts here. But anyway, anything else you want to say?
Just thank you all for everything. Thank you for all the characters, all the goofs, all the gaffes, all the laughs. Thank you for listening to our voices, and thank you for sitting through our long podcast. Thank you for helping us make them, and just thank y'all.
Yeah. If you're listening, or if you have listened before, it's either way. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out. Hopefully, at some point, you hear from us again. If not, well then, never mind.
There goes my hero.
Who? Obama?
I think we should end it.
Yep. All right, well, guys,
with
we'll
a
end
rap.
it here. How so? How frickin' so? Okay, what should I say? Talk about the end? This is the end of our show. Sorry, but we've gotta go. We gotta go fast, not slow. You already know. Alright, you wanna take over?
Yo, it's the ending to the show. It's time to bathe in the hose. We got a blue snowball mic on the bed with my MacBook, and I don't know how to rap, so here's the hook. There goes my hero.
That's pretty good. All right, guys, we'll play a beat. How about right now? Later, I'm out. Peace, texted. Bye.
Check 1 2 1 2. Not to be informed.